What's good? What up, everybody? It's your boy Marie Sports Historian back in with another video. And Crown Jewel happened yesterday afternoon. It started at 1 Eastern because they're in Saudi Arabia. And yeah, it's my next day reaction for that. So we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna try to make this shorter than usual. I think usually these going for like 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna try to, if I can, I'm gonna keep it below 10, but I'm rambling this shit, so that's probably not gonna happen. They started off Crown Jewel with a match on the pre-show, which was Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough. I did not watch this match because I forgot that there was a match on the pre-show. I'm sure I'll watch it later, but just know that it isn't a part of this review. And like usual, we're going to start in order. I was very surprised that they started off with Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I would have thought that Cody Rhodes would have introed the show just like he did with Backlash, because it's sort of like a more random more random pairing between the two. Not random as of like these two shouldn't be competing against each other, but Priest and Cody Rhodes, not really what you would expect to see on a pay-per-view. But Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre, it started off the match, started off the card actually. And I gotta be honest, wow, that was a very, very good match. It does feel like they maybe saved that third gear into a potential rematch, which hopefully happens at Survivor Series. Hopefully it happens at Survivor Series. But yeah, so everything in this match was pretty standard Seth Rollins, standard Drew McIntyre. And for a minute, it really did look like Seth was going to lose. I think he didn't kick out of a Claymore, but it was just some move that Drew hit, and the motherfucker Seth hit like a 2.99 count, and I was like, oh shit, like I actually got scared when I watched that, because I didn't want Seth to lose this match. But that 2.99 count, bro, that shit was crazy. Yeah, man, this was a good match. It was a really good match. I liked the ending with the pedigree into the stomp, and then he rolls over Drew McIntyre to, get the count. We definitely not done with Drew versus Seth. After the match was over, Drew McIntyre leaves the ring. Now comes Damian Priest with the briefcase. He's going to cash in, and he hands it to the ref and everything. Ref has his hands on it, and out of nowhere comes this motherfucker Sami Zayn dressed in all black, and he steals the briefcase so he can't cash it in, and he leaves to the crowd. So that was funny, and that was cool. Hey, pay attention to this briefcase, bro. I know that it's like the obvious thing that they're trying to cash in on Seth, and they're gonna fuck Seth's cash in up, but bro, pay attention to it. As far as the match goes, yeah, match was good. I could definitely use a sequel. I wish they would have got into that third gear, but again, they probably saving it for a rematch, which if they do a rematch, it's more than likely gonna be a Survivor Series, baby. Hey. But yeah, good match overall. Very, very solid match. I enjoyed that match. Next up was a match that, hey, I'm not gonna lie, this match definitely surprised me, and it over-delivered in terms of how I enjoyed the match. It was the fatal five-way between Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, Shayna Baszler, Zoe Stark, and Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Now, before the match started, everybody did their entrances, and of course Rhea, as a champion, she came in last, and her entrance was cold as fuck. They had like, it might have been like 10-12 dudes just come out. They was holding some sort of cup, and like they came out and just lined up outside of the entranceway, and they had this like this real spooky music coming out, and it was like green and smokish. It was cool. You gotta watch it. It was a long ass intro, I'm not gonna lie. At one point I was like, yo, how many fucking people is gonna come out? But yeah, I liked that intro. I really liked it. Rhea Ripley is first team all aura. She got all the aura in the world. And this match, like, bro, this match was a good amount of chaos, and it might have been one of the matches I enjoyed most on this card, if we're being honest. With these fatal four-way, fatal five-way, multi-women, multi-man matches, it can be a little hard to choreograph certain stuff and not have shit look messy. Nothing really looked messy in this. Everything went smooth. It was a good amount of chaos, good amount of action, good amount of performances from a bunch of people. Shayna Baszler at one point had She had Raquel in a submission as well as Rhea in a submission, and then she put Nia Jax and Akira from the clutch. So she had 3 women in submissions at one time, and she held the motherfucking submissions for like a good amount of time. I think Zoe Stark was supposed to break it up a little bit earlier, but like she didn't. But hey, I don't care. It looked really cool. What else? Oh, Nia Jax didn't piss me off this match by injuring anybody, so that's good. And I feel like this match is really what Rhea's reign needed, because it had stagnated. Truthfully, I don't remember the last one, and she actually defended the title. No, it was Raquel, and that match was just whatever. But like I can't remember the last good match Rhea has had defending her championship. If I go back, it's probably Natalya the second time, and that was a Raw match. So I don't know. But this match was a good way to turn up the heat on her reign. You know, you got women like Becky Lynch who are now available to challenge Rhea with the women's world title. Jade Cargill is, I'm assuming, going to be planted onto Raw based on events that happen later, which we'll get into. And yeah, man, this match was a good amount of chaos, a good amount of action. The ending was cold. Shayna Baszler I think Shayna Baszler had just got squashed by Nia Jax, and she was going for the pin. And I don't know was it Nia or was it Raquel? It might have been Raquel that had did something to Shayna, and she was going for the pin. Lo and behold, she's in the corner, and Rhea picks up Zoe Stark, riptides her onto Raquel, who's on Shayna, pushes Raquel off, gets the 1-2-3 on Shayna, and she retains her Women's World Championship. Again, that match over-delivered. I did not expect that match to be as good as it was. It kept me thoroughly engaged during the entire thing. And again, dare I say, it might have been the match that I enjoyed the most on this card. I don't know. Just me going through it again. I don't know. I'd have to make that decision a little bit later. Next, what was the next match? It was, obviously it wasn't the fucking main event. One thing I will say, they were a little weird with the match order of the card. I think that John Cena versus Solo was next, so we're gonna talk about that. They were painting it after the match as this might be Cena's retirement match. Solo Sikoa might have just retired John Cena, and if you watch the match, Solo hit John with like 8 Samoan spikes, and like, I mean, I don't really know how I expected this match to end. Definitely wasn't gonna be John Cena winning. And it only makes sense for Solo to win and him to take out John Cena. Not only that, it's a way to write him off television because his full-time run is up. I believe this was the last stop on his full-time run. So he's out of there full-time at least. We don't know when he'll be coming back, if he'll be coming back. And the way John walked off, like, it looked at the Saudi crowd, bro. It almost made me cry a little bit, because what are you talking about? Why is this the way that you might be going out? And I get it, you know, put the younger talent over, elevate the younger talent, but damn, bro, like, it was a good match, don't get me wrong, but like, bro, I don't know, bro. It's hard for me seeing John Cena look weak, because I'm used to him being the best motherfucker out, and so the way he just like lost that match was like, damn, bro, like, it hit me right here. And I wish it didn't hit me right here, but the match was solid. It went about as how I expected it to go. Solo, you know, they was doing a little bit of back and forth, and then Solo got the upper hand, and Solo didn't pull no punches, and he squashed that man at the end of the match, and that it is what it is. So hopefully we see that this isn't wasted on Solo, because I do like Solo Sikoa, and I like what he was doing with the Bloodline before he just stopped doing interesting shit. So hopefully he can do more interesting shit like this. This was interesting. This little sidebar that he had with John Cena, Roman telling him, hey, take out John Cena, shit like that. I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get more of that as a result. Moving on is the match order. It was weird because they had Cody and Damian Priest go super late in the card, and I wouldn't have had that decision. They had like Bro, they had 4 championship matches go before Cody and Damian Priest, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know about that. But Rey Mysterio versus Logan Paul, good match. Logan Paul is really good at this WWE shit. And I'm gonna stop saying that, because like every time Logan Paul has a match and he does really good, I feel like I say, yo, Logan Paul is good at this shit. And I already don't like Logan Paul, so I'm not giving him any unnecessary props that I have to. But this was a good match. One of the things that I was looking towards how they were gonna give Logan Paul this title, because there was honestly no way in hell I saw Rey Mysterio retaining, especially with what he's done with the U.S. title, which is nothing. He had one title match with Santos, and I don't remember what else he's done with it. But yeah, again, one of the things that I was looking forward to was how they were gonna have Logan Paul gain the championship. Lo and behold, here comes his fucking crewmate that pushed him the brass knuckles last time he had a match against Ricochet, and he tries to do it again. Santos comes out. He's like, hey, stop all that shit. Takes the brass knuckles from him. After he takes the brass knuckles from him, the dude runs away. And this caught my attention because, bro, what the fuck are you doing, right? The dude, Logan Paul's dude, he runs away from Santos. Santos has the brass knuckles in his hands. He places it on the fucking ring apron and then chases after the dude. That was intentional. He did not do that on accident. I think that what they're going to do now that Rey has lost his title, because you really couldn't do it with the title on Rey. It just, I don't like how that would have went. But Logan Paul has the title now, right? Carlito just came back. LWO is dealing with some shit with Bobby and the Street Profits. Once that finishes up, I think we get the answer that, some of us may have had, some of us being me. Well, why did Santos leave the brass knuckles on the ring? Because he ended up leaving them on the ring, and Logan Paul ended up using them to win the championship. So I think it comes out as Carlito is placing seeds in the LWO's head that they're better off without Rey. They turn them heel. I don't know if this will be including Zelina. It probably, just based off of everything, it probably would be, but I would prefer for her to stay face. But yeah, Carlito turns them heel against Rey, kicks him out of the LWO. Carlito's the new leader of the LWO, and then they go from there. I think that'd be pretty cool. Don't know if everybody else would be on board with that. But I like Carlito as a heel. This face return has been just exactly what it has been, a return. But going forward, I think he's gonna move forward being a heel in WWE and being a heel with LWO. Other than that, I got really no complaints with this match. Oh, there was this one spot where Rey was going for his flip off of the middle rope, and I think Logan Paul wasn't close to the ropes as he should have been. He was more so towards the center of the ring, and Rey jumped off, and yeah, Logan was not in position to catch him at all, and it looked like he was gonna land directly on his head, but Logan he did some little maneuver, and he caught him on his shoulder, and it looked like he hit him with a I was gonna say a backbreaker over the shoulder, but he hit him with a gut buster over the shoulder, and then he went into a power slam. So hey, shout out to Logan for fixing up his fuck up, because I do think that he wasn't in position, because Rey's done that shit thousands of times at this point. But hey, good match, good ending, and I'm interested to see. Hopefully, this means that Logan Paul is just going to turn into full-time for however long he's holding the championship, right? I really do not want to see another part-time champion on SmackDown. And right now, Logan Paul has free agent status. So that means that he can go on to Raw with the U.S. Championship, and, you just do whatever. Please, WWE, fix that. If you signed him, so make him a part of the SmackDown brand and have him deal with SmackDown activities. Don't have him come over to Raw with the fucking U.S. title, and don't have him be part-time with the U.S. title. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Next up, we have, I don't know if this is in order anymore, but fuck it. We got Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest. I'm gonna be honest, I don't have too much to say about this match. The match was fine. Judgment Day came out, did their Judgment Day business. We're clearly setting up for War Games, which they did confirm. WWE did confirm that Survivor Series is War Games. So that's why I'm not really tripping about this match. It's we're finally going to see the fucking resolution to the Raw Heels versus Judgment Day saga on Raw, and it'll happen at Survivor Series War Games. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, the match was fine. Didn't have any complaints, but Cody won, as no one would be shocked. So we got 2 more matches on the card to talk about. We're going to talk about Io Sky versus Bianca Belair in her return pay-per-view match for the WWE Women's Championship. This is the second time these two have had a match for a championship. Last time it was a Raw Women's Championship during Backlash, and Bianca was a champion. Now this time, Io is a champion, and Bianca's coming to take the title that she did win. She did win at SummerSlam, but she got cashed in on by Io. Match, I will say, I wish the match was just a little bit more fast-paced. I feel like their match at Backlash really was superior in almost every way to this match. I still didn't have any real complaints with the match. Thought it was good. Thought it was a good amount of action. Thought they was doing a good amount of back and forth, blah, blah, blah. Bayley came out. Io Sky's like, what the fuck? Why are you here? And that, again, pay attention to that. She's done that like damn near every time Bayley's come out, and she's supposed to have been on her own. Last time it happened was with Charlotte Flair, and, you know, she actually did end up winning Io that match. But this time Bayley didn't necessarily do that. Well, not even necessarily. She didn't do that. Somebody else did that. Enter the fucking return of Kairi Sane. This Saudi Arabia crowd like no-sold her return, and that kind of pissed me off. But bro, Kairi Sane is back. So the way all that shenanigans had happened, right? Bayley's being a nuisance on, you know, the outside of the ring, interfering with the match. She's doing all that. So Bianca goes, she punches her, sets her up for a KOD. She has her on her shoulder, set her up for KOD. She's on the side of the ring. She walks towards the announce tables, both the announce tables, the English and the Saudi Arabia. She has her on her shoulder. She's about to hit her with the KOD. Out of nowhere, Kairi Sane pulls her off. What the fuck? Bianca's looking at her like, what the fuck? And then it reveals, okay, it's Kairi Sane. Bianca's still confused. She hits, and then Kairi hits her with a back fist, spinning back fist. Hits her with that. Then she hits her with some other shit. Throws her back in the ring. Boom. Io hits her with a moonsault. 1, 2, 3, gets the pin. And then after they beat up on Bianca, and then Kairi hits her with an insane elbow. And they like embrace. If you guys don't know, the last time we saw Kairi Sane on WWE television was during 2020. There was a match that was taking place between Asuka and then Sasha Banks. Please, Mercedes, come back, please. Anyway, there was a match that was taken on between then Sasha Banks and Asuka. Popped up on the screen. It was Bayley who was attacking Kairi Sane, and she was like really beating her ass. Asuka leaves the ring, gets counted out, DQ'd. And then after that, we see the damage dealt to Kairi. That was their way of writing her off. Because after that, she returned to Japan for some time, and now she's back in WWE. They played on that. Michael Cole mentioned that the last time we saw Kairi Sane, it was Bayley who injured her and kept her off of WWE. That's how they rid her off. So now Io, she's hugging and she's smiling with Kairi. They turn to Bayley. Bayley's like, what the fuck is going on? She don't know what's happening. So I'm really tuned in with the the WWE Women's Championship and how they're culminating things. Also, before this on SmackDown, there was a match between Bayley and Bianca, who have great chemistry together, by the way. They almost never miss. But there was a match between those two. And before that, there was a small little promo. Bayley was like, hey, I'm gonna kick Bianca's ass so bad, they're gonna have to replace her, and it's gonna be me and you at Crown Jewel for the title. And Dakota and Io looked at her like, what the fuck? They looked at her like, what the fuck? And she's like, I'm just kidding. So it's clear they're doing I don't know if they're doing exactly the jealousy thing that they did with Sasha and Bayley, but obviously they're hinting towards that, and that's going to be the big climax for all of this situation. I'm interested to see how Asuka fits into all of this because she is on SmackDown, and I don't think she had an appearance last Friday. So yeah, that's it's up in the air. It's up in the air, and we're gonna get some resolution soon. And I said I was gonna try to keep this below 10 minutes. It's been 20. I'm gonna have fun editing this. On to the main event. Roman Reigns faced off against L.A. Knight. Yeah, for the WWE Undisputed Championship, man. Hey, put some motherfucking respect on LA Knight name. Y'all said he couldn't wrestle. He wrestled his ass off in this match, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. It was a lot of shenanigans that went on, obviously, because it's Roman and it's the bloodline. Jimmy, the motherfucking Jimmy came out, bro. That motherfucking Jimmy came out just to get put through a table. And he, like, didn't move after that shit. That shit was funny. But to talk about the match, LA Knight kicked out of a spear. Like, he kicked out of a spear clean. I thought, I'm not going to bullshit you. When Roman hit that first spear, I thought that match was over with. He didn't. He kicked out, and that teed me up. That definitely teed me up. He even hit the BFT on Roman. And he didn't kick out. Roman did not kick out. Jimmy had to save Roman by putting his foot on the ring rope. And honestly, it looked like shit. It might have been a 3 count, you know what I'm saying? If I was ref, it might have been a 3 count before he got there. That's all I'm saying. But LA Knight looked strong in this match. That's the one thing that I wanted to take out of this match. If LA Knight didn't look strong, if he didn't look like a threat, if he didn't look credible, then all of his build was going to be for nothing. I'm glad they didn't squash him. I'm glad they gave him his moment to shine in the match. And I'm glad that, you know, he didn't lose. He didn't lose. He really didn't lose clean. He lost to Jay interference, plus getting speared through the barricade, plus getting Superman punched outside the ring, plus another spear inside the ring. And after that, it was like, all right, well, he's not kicking out of that. 1, 2, 3, boom. Roman Reigns retains in Saudi Arabia, as everyone predicted. But hey, I was still entertained with the match. LA Knight really shouldn't lose any momentum after this match, because it's like, bro, you're facing off against the fucking level 1000 boss, and you just got to the end game. But he held his own, which is all I really wanted, and it was entertaining. So I really can't complain. One thing I can complain though, it's being reported that Roman Reigns isn't scheduled to have any more WWE appearances this year. And that fucking sucks, because Survivor Series is literally the next pay-per-view. If you're telling me that Roman Reigns took however many months off from SummerSlam to Crown Jewel just to take another break, that's gonna be that, bro. That fucking sucks. No, bro. I'm not rocking with that, especially because I'm a ticket holder to Survivor Series. And to be fair, I did not buy the Survivor Series tickets specifically for Roman Reigns. That don't mean I wouldn't want to see him there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I don't know. It's whatever. I enjoyed this pay-per-view. Again, it's gonna be interesting to see like what they do with everything that happened, and it's also going to be interesting when I do the end of the year rankings for all of these pay-per-views, because I feel like I've enjoyed a lot of them. Maybe on a rewatch, I'll go and be like, that could have been a lot better, or this was just all right. But yeah, this video has already been longer than I wanted to make it. This was my Crown Jewel Next Day reaction. It's been your boy Maurice, the Sports Historian. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment and subscribe and turn post notifications on so that you get notified whenever I drop a video. With that being said, peace.